I want to say welcome. I love that we have all these people on the call. Yay! It's so exciting to see all of you guys. And even though I'm a hot mess, you guys look great. So, posted today, and I'm going to start doing that more often. Our top 5. I'd love to get a top 10 coaches of Team Force. And what that is everybody who so far has made Success Club points. And so you guys are all on the board with Success Club and the Gina and Christina and Carrie Lynn and Sarah and oh my gosh, I can't remember. Prego brain, but you guys, awesome job, and I know all of you guys are working really hard. And I know that there has been a lot of stuff going on. I've been doing a lot of YouTube watching, scouring the internet, and doing a lot of leadership video watching that came out of leadership. And so this idea popped in my head. I have notes. I may or may not go off of them. But I wanted to emphasize one of the messages this month is, or from leadership, is back to basics, keeping things simple. I think that as a team, we have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of momentum, but I know that it also is a tough time. Burnout is common in these last few months. And so I wanted to regroup, rally the troops, circle the wagons, and refocus on the basics. And so I was telling Nicole, I posted that picture. I made that picture up driving in New Mexico, and I was like, oh my God. Kevin's like, your words are all crooked. And I was like, oh. He's like, no, it's perfect. It's perfect, because it helps to emphasize that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do things perfectly in order to be successful in this business. Because look, you guys all came regardless of the text being crooked. So there you go. But I wanted to talk to you guys because, especially because a lot of you guys, new coaches, and I'm going to say new coaches if you've joined even just this year, there is a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn. I think the hardest thing to learn mentally is to get into the entrepreneur mindset. Like, you're an entrepreneur. You own a business. You run a business. And so the days that you just don't show up, imagine if, you had to go to the grocery store. What if the manager of the local Target just was like, no, I'm just not going to open up. And you went there needing something and it wasn't open. So just getting into the entrepreneur mindset of, I've got a business, and if you just want to hop on board with our team because we're awesome and fun, and we have a lot of great accountability and a lot of really funny inside jokes, great friendships, if that's what you're here for, that's awesome. And continue to interact with us and continue to get to know us and make that relationship. If you're in it to reach goals, reach dreams, get your Shakeology paid for, be able to buy hammer and chisel because you have extra cash to buy it. And that's one of the things coming out of leadership. There's hammer and chisel. There's Tony Horton's new workout that's coming out in March. And then there's also, I'm not supposed to know this, but there are secret combat workouts coming out for Summit from Joel and Jericho, who are in the body pump, the Les Mills body pump. So there are secret combat workouts that are coming out. So even if you just want to be able to work out for free, or maybe you've got bigger goals and bigger dreams. If you want to make a paycheck, your paycheck is going to be directly reflective of the amount of lives you help change. And so you have to show up for them to help change their lives to make the paycheck. So I think that is the hardest thing to grasp. Once you grasp that, then things become easier. I'm still not going to say the business is easy. And I'm going to say it's simple, not easy, simply because you do have a lot to learn. First of all, starting with yourself. You know, you are learning things that you can and things that you can't do. Maybe some of the things that you thought you could do. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, I do not know how to communicate with people. Like, I don't know how to communicate my emotions, and I do not know how to work through conflict. Like, I don't know how many times I've talked to Cameron and gone, what should I say? He's like, you're talking to a challenger and you're asking you what you should say. And I'm like, but you're really good at like phrasing things. So this is what I would want to say, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, you should probably say it more this way. So I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to deal with conflict. And so that's even one of those things where there's lots of things to learn, you know, time management. And those of you who have read the Badass book from Jen Sincero, I mean, she talks about the big snooze. Like, I didn't realize how much I didn't dream or think about the future. I'm even thinking, like, I wrote that one post because I was like, it's true. Like, growing up, I didn't think about my wedding, what wedding dress I was going to wear. I didn't think about like what guy, I don't even like the whole, like, write down the qualities of the guy you want to marry. I never did that. I was just like, I didn't think about the future at all. And so I even had to learn how to think about the future. So there's lots of things to learn about yourself. And then on top of that, there's lots of things to learn about the business. I mean, challenge packs, what the heck are those? You know, CPs, SC, you know, what is the lingo? Like 3 vital behaviors. I mean, what is that? What are those? So there's lots of business things to learn, but it's like an internship. You are thrown into a CEO position, but it is like an internship. And when you think about, you know, when you're doing an internship, you learn by doing, and you learn, like, think of it like driving a car. I think I've used this analogy before, but when you got behind the wheel of a car, I don't know about you guys, but when I first got behind the wheel of a car, I was like, yeah. And then I was like, as soon as like I held on to the steering wheel, I was just like, holy crap. Like, this is dangerous, you know? And all of a sudden I was like checking my mirrors, my seatbelt, my rearview mirror, blinker, what, you know, oh my gosh. Like, and like trying to like to get from like the beginning of the driveway to the end of the driveway was like a long process, worried about everything. Now, how many of you guys drive to, you know, take the kids to school or to the grocery store, and you park and you actually literally cannot remember like the route that you took? It's you just got there. So there's lots of things to learn, but as you do it, it will become more natural. As you do it and you make mistakes, like probably should not have taken a right at that road, the left is shorter to get to my destination, sort of deal. You're going to learn things that work for you and learn things that don't work for you. You're going to learn that, you know, maybe I'm, you know, not very good at, for me, I tried to do a simple, healthy, happy. I did try to do a food recipe post every day. And I was like, this stinks. I am such a creature of habit. Like, give me my eggs and oatmeal for breakfast, a salad for lunch, apple with peanut butter for snack, Shakeology for snack, and then rice with meat and some asparagus, and I'm good. Like, every day. Like, I was having such a hard time coming up with food posts for people to get to follow me. And I don't even cook the food. I'm very, very blessed. Cam is the culinary art chef here at the house. Like, I am like, I think the seasoning works well, but I don't know. And so it was so stressful for me, but I was doing it because I thought I was supposed to, because everybody else was. And I learned that's not for me. And I, you know, it's okay. I've been able to figure out what does work for me. So, what I want you guys to understand is that, like, the two things to really focus on, like when you got everything out here and you're trying to like figure life out and figure out the business, like the two things that will really help is mastering the invite process. Like, and that's where, you know, for me, I want you guys to focus your job as interns. This is your internship, apprenticeship. Your job is to invite people to a free group, invite people to a challenge group, invite people to coaching. I don't want you guys to be worrying about processes. We have our coach sneak peek coming up next week. And if you want to volunteer I'm going to put what we're going to talk about each day. If you want to volunteer to talk about that topic and volunteer to make a video for the group for that, more than welcome. If not, I don't want you guys to worry about that. Because for me, sending out invites, doing my personal development, reach outs, follow-ups, all these things, like, I got it down. It's like me driving. I've been driving that road for a long time. So I can do those things pretty much on autopilot. And so I'm working on the processes. I don't want you guys to worry about that. I don't want you guys, to feel like you have all this extra stuff to do. If you're not ready to run a challenge group yet, fine. It's totally cool. I think that running challenge groups on your own builds your confidence. You're like inviting people to your challenge group, and it also puts a pressure on because it's yours. And so you want to invite and have enough people to do it, and you're in the leadership position. But if you're not ready to make a video for the coach sneak peek, it's okay. If you're not ready to, do a call, I was thinking, maybe I'll have, a new coach of the week do a call. And it's like, you know what? You guys just focus on the internship of learning, inviting. And I wanted to break it down for you guys. There is a lot of training. There's tons of training, and I'm doing my best to kind of scour the internet and go through everything. And I'm going to, again, promote the teamforcetraining.weebly, weebly.com. Everything that I go through that I feel like is very, very helpful, or I'm like, I wish I knew that, or she said that very well. I'm putting it up there. There's Instagram training from Anita Myron. There's finding your target, your girl boss by, I think it's Alyssa Shoemaker. There's stuff on there from Breezy Bitter. She went 5-star. I've got Shelly Hobbs, amazing social media marketing routines and campaigns and things like that. So I'm compounding all that into just that one site. Now I'm going to say, go ahead and take the initiative and go through that stuff. And if you still don't have a question answered, go to YouTube. But with a lot of training, it helps to answer a lot of questions. But also, I don't want you guys to get stuck into just watching a whole bunch of videos and learning and becoming paralyzed in the important activities to move your business forward. And so here's the deal. The business is crazy simple. Actually, looking and talking to other network marketers, and I mean, Utah's the MLM capital of the world sort of deal. Like think about like 3-way calls. Like people do that. Like you have to, like you're like Eric Worre, he's the GoPro author, and he's still, he's still promoting, calling everybody, on and getting them onto a 3-way call, or getting them onto, a call with your upline sort of deal, lead generation lists. There's home parties, so there's a lot of different things out there that other people are doing. And for us, it's like social media. Like if you can learn social media, if you can learn how to play on Facebook, if you can learn to have fun on Instagram, then this business will work for you. Because unless you are calling people or texting people as your reach outs, or unless you're going out and you're adding 3 to 5 new people from the grocery line store, face to face or something like that, social media is your lifeblood. And so if you're like, okay, what do I need to learn? What's going to really help me? Like I will say social media, learning how, there's Janelle Summers, teaches great things about social media, as well as she's Shalene Johnson's sister, so Shalene Johnson, Instagram with Elise Hubbard, she really is helpful. So there's a lot of different ways to learn social media. And I think that's kind of the hardest actual activity part of the business, is learning the right way to use social media, because that is our how we deliver our message, how we share our message. It's kind of like if you had a pizza, restaurant, and you know how to make a pizza, you got like the world's best tasting pizza sauce, but if you don't know how to make the crust, then you really can't run a pizza restaurant. And so, so I think that would be the biggest thing. And so I'm going to actually start November. What I'm going to do is, instead of doing a new coach university, I think I want to do a what to post on Facebook, 21 days of what to post on Facebook. The other thing is, I just had this thought, it's more of an announcement thing, but what I'm thinking of doing is the mastermind group. We're talking about, we're struggling with groups. Our coaching group is great, but our challenge group's not so great. Our training group's not so great. So I had this idea that when you have a new coach get started, you send them that welcome email, and you get on after they do the things in the welcome email, because that's your first clue to see if they're really serious about the businesses. If they do the welcome email steps, you hop onto a get started right call with them. And then I think from there, we're going to, Cameron's, I already talked to him. I already sent him the whole entire list of our lessons. But I think we're going to do an automated email system. And so after that get started right call, we'll have you enter their email, and it'll send them a new lesson every day to their email. And then they can do it on their own time. They have it in their email. And then after that first week, then like on that Saturday, whatever, the email they get is, awesome, great. Now that you've done these, or if you haven't done them, go back and do them. Your training stops here until you hop on a call with your coach. And so then they can be doing stuff at their own speed, or catch up, and they're writing down their questions. And that way then you have a new call with your new coach once a week, and they don't go further into the training until they've had a call with you. Anyway, that was just a thought. Simplifying, because we have a lot of groups. But here's the deal. If you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, here, I'm going to get to the meat of this stuff. If you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, here's the deal. If you did nothing else except for these 4 things, you can still succeed. These 4 things, that's it. Everything of the Beachbody business boils down to these 4 things. Number 1, 10 minutes of personal development every day. Every day, Monday through Sunday, 10 minutes. I'm going to encourage more. If you're struggling, if you're, you feel like, if you're like me and have a lot of crap to, go through. But personal development is so huge, because this is a people business, and people can suck energy. People take energy, and you need to be adding to your energy so that when you're dealing with people, you have energy to give. Because if you aren't taking care of yourself, then you don't have anything to give to others. And so 10 minutes personal development every single day. And you can say, well, I've already, I already have a really full plate. I'm going to ask you, what did you listen to while you were in the shower today? For me, what I did is I put my phone in a baggie, a Ziploc baggie, turned the sound all the way up, and I had it sitting because it was on the side of the shower, and I didn't want it to fall into the shower and lose a phone. But that's what I did for the first 2 years. And then Cameron, I don't have it with me. Then Cameron actually got me like one of those iPhone speaker clocks. I mean, it took us 2 years to figure that out. But seriously, like 10 minutes. And for me, I set my alarm 10 minutes early. I set my alarm for 4:50 every morning, and I put my headphones in with my phone, and I listen to one of the scrolls in The Greatest Salesman in the World, because that actually talks about how to be a good salesperson. It actually talks about how to be a good person in general. But that's what I've done every single morning for the past year. Even before I say my prayer, even before I read my scriptures, because gosh darn it, when my alarm goes off, I actually don't want to get up out of bed. And so I don't want to say a prayer to thank the Lord for another day, because I want another hour to sleep, And I don't feel like reading scriptures because I'm going to fall asleep, because I just don't want to be up. So I listen to personal development for 10 minutes every morning. That way that it's done. And I start the day that much better. And then when I go to bed at night, I use Audible, the Audible app on my phone. If you don't have Audible, you can, I'm sure there's some sort of a timer, but it actually has a sleep timer, 8 and 15 minutes. And so I set the timer for 15 minutes, and I turn on some personal development, and I fall asleep listening to personal development. If you haven't listened to The Secret or The Power, Power is like part 2 of The Secret. First of all, it's like mythical music anyway with it. It's very soothing. And so I fall asleep and I bookend my day. So there you go. There's ways to get personal development in. And it's because, you have to fill yourself up in order to pour into other people. If you can't do that, then we love you and we want you to stick around. But honestly, if you can't squeeze 10 minutes of personal development in each day, this business is not going to work. Yeah, I know that sounds harsh, but it's not going to work because you're going to come across obstacles and trials and struggles in your own life, and you have to take care of yourself in order to overcome. Number 2 is to share your experience on social media, and that includes rocking your own fitness. I mean, that's why we first got started anyway, and that goes along with taking care of yourself. You've got to be rocking your own fitness, because if you're not rocking your own fitness, then what story are you sharing? What journey are you sharing if you're not doing your own, if you're not on your own fitness journey? You have to show your journey, and you have to show your progression. And, excuse me, I'll say you don't have to be at your goal weight. You don't have to have already hit your goals. I mean, if you guys saw there was the Super Saturday, it was Tulin Emery. She lost like 108 pounds, but she still has another like 70 to lose. But she is like, she doesn't make less than 30 Success Club points every month. And she signed up, and in the first 6 months of the business, she's now a 5-star diamond coach. She is, again, if you go look at her YouTube or her Facebook page, she has 70 pounds to lose, and she looks it. But she is positioned herself as the plus size Beachbody model. And so she's having success. She's lost 108 pounds. She still has, but she doesn't look like your Beachbody fit. Follow me, I can help you, because but that doesn't hold her back. You look at, we've got Mindy Rose here in Utah. She has struggled with hyperthyroidism and adrenal fatigue. And so her weight is all over the place. Breezy Bitter has Crohn's disease, adrenal fatigue, and something else. And so you can't say I don't look the part. It's not looking the part. It's enjoying your journey. And that goes with sharing your journey. Are you just posting a sweaty workout picture? Nobody wants to look like death every day. Sorry, deal. Get creative with how you're sharing your journey. And honestly, that's where learning social media really comes into play, because your journey is not just about your workouts either. I mean, honestly, ask yourself, am I enjoying life? Am I enjoying my life? I mean, there's ups and downs. Kids are temper tantrum. Some days I want to just, like I said, sometimes I do. I lock the kids out of the house. I mean, it has been raining before, and I'm like, out, lock. They're screaming, banging on the front door. And so there are days like that. I say social services are going to come knocking now. But overall, I love my life. Yeah, I got big goals and big dreams, but I love where I am, and I'm grateful for where I am. And if you're not sharing that you're enjoying your journey, enjoying your fitness journey, having a fun, fantastic time with it, and you're not sharing that, then who's going to want to follow you and hop on board and do what you're doing? And so sharing your life and sharing that you're excited about what you're doing. As I've said in other videos, I mean, holidays are coming, and there are other times when there's just no hope. Like for me, I look back at before I was a Beachbody coach, and it's why I got depressed, because the only way my life was going to change was in a few years when the kids were older and in school, and then I could take a nap. Like, my life literally was not going to change. I was going to be living the same hell until my kids got older. I had to wait years. Now I have a bad day. I know how to cope with that. I pop in personal development. I send out some reach outs. I now have control of how I'm living my day and how the day tomorrow is going to be. I have hope. I have goals. I have dreams. I'm not just trying to survive. I'm not just struggling through the day, because I've got something that's really cool and I can work towards it. And my future is super bright, and I'm enjoying and I'm excited about doing things today to make that happen. And so, and that's where I took most of the notes is, honestly, I have, you don't have to be an expert in fitness and nutrition to be excited. And then I have a question mark about whether or not I should say this on the call, but I'm going to say it. Make people jealous. Honestly, make people jealous, because when they see what you're doing, they're going to want to do it too. And honestly, that's when when you do get the objections, it's because you're showing them that you're doing something different and they're not. And that's when you will get the most conflict from people, because they're realizing that, wait a minute, she's doing something and I'm not, and it makes them feel uncomfortable. But then what those people are actually asking is she going to do it? How is she doing that? I loved today's post today. She ate her big greasy burger and but she still got her workout in and she still got things done. And somebody posted and said, okay, so how are you doing this? They asked that on her post. How are you doing this? How did you go through that kind of a day, and how did you still do this? And so that's the question. They're waiting and they're watching. Okay, number 3. We're on number 3 is to add new friends. When I am feeling stuck, stressed, frustrated, I look at what I've done, and there are zeros in the add new people to my friends list. And new people, even if you're in the middle of conversations and you're getting no's, when you add new people to your friends list, it just gives you kind of like it's okay, I got this other person I'm going to talk to. It's like it's totally cool that you're not ready, because I just added this other person. I think they really will. It just gives you excitement. I don't want to say new blood, that's a horrible way to put it, but new blood, new potential, and it gives you better excitement. And again, more hope for, okay, you're going through these no's, but you still have other people, and you're not desperate, and you're not looking at your list very uninspired. You've got a whole bunch of new people to talk to. Now adding new friends. Again, there's lots and lots of training on how to do that. Going into Facebook groups and making new friends there, going to Facebook pages of common interests and connecting with people there. I mean, we have how to expand your network. There's a file or 2 in the Team Force locker room that talks about how to expand your Facebook. And if Facebook isn't working, check out Instagram, check out, other avenues, other ways to get it done. Pick 2 and master them. Your Facebook profile should be 1. And again, that goes back to sharing your story. Master 3 to 5 posts. Master adding zest and life. And honestly, what I wanted to also include here is when you're posting, make it be a sharing story post. Share a story with every post. Something, ask the question, either what value am I adding by posting this, or what more are they learning about me? And the third one is this going to help people know that they can engage with me? Because a lot of people are posting, and I lots of coaches are posting, and they're like, here's what I ate for lunch, and taking the kids to the zoo. And, it's all me. This is what I'm doing. But you want to have it be open to engage. Let them know that they can engage. Let them know that they can talk to you. Let them know your Facebook and social media in general, you are sharing your story, but you're saying, hey, here's my story. Come listen. Come watch. Come be a part of it. Those are your invites. It's hey, I curled my hair. People commented. I commented back. Honestly, it really hit me when I went and I got new maternity shirts. I did a video, and it doesn't have to be amazing. It's just on your iPhone. Seriously. I mean, I was taping my iPhone to the wall, and then Cam's like, dude, we have tripods. I'm like, I don't know how to use them. But now I do. I learned how to use the tripod for my phone. Otherwise, it was seriously my phone. That's how I did my move of the day. I would take my phone to the TV, which apparently is a big no-no. Don't take your phone to the TV screen. But I did a video that showed off the different maternity shirts that I got. Guys, you wouldn't believe the amount of people that actually wrote me privately going, oh, please don't get number B or option B, or, oh my gosh, you look gorgeous in this one, but not that one. Like, people were really concerned about what I was going to wear through this pregnancy, and so asking, you post your workout. Yay, I did it. We'll ask, what did you guys do? What's on your agenda? Or, hey, I'm taking the kids to the zoo. Have you taken your kids to the zoo? What are your kids' favorite animals? Ask an engaging question with your posts. Let them know they're welcome to participate in the journey with you. Okay, and then number 4 is to invite daily. If you don't ask, you won't get it. And the invites have got to happen. Again, invites to a free group, invites to a challenge group, invites to coaching. We have the sneak peek coming up. Pull out your list of 20 people that you'd want to have coach with you. We should fill this group up. We should have it be filled with people. It is a free, no obligation. We are going to be there answering your questions. You have to do absolutely nothing. You can ask whatever you want. It's a free group. So invite, and your invites, if you're going to make an event page for your free group, or invite, and be inviting to this event page that I set up for the sneak peek. That's an invite. Then your follow-ups of people who said no. Those are re-invites. People who said no. That's where a list comes in handy. Do you know who said no to you 3 months ago and why they said no? Follow up with them. It's been 3 months. The year's almost over. They're thinking about Christmas. They need a gift. And Thanksgiving and Christmas parties are coming up, and who knows if they fit in that little black dress they wore last year. Sorry deal. And so follow up. Those are re-invites. And then inviting the new people that you are adding to your list. And again, simple, invite them to a free group. Have them participate, invite them to a challenge group. Or if they rocked the free group, just simply skip that challenge group step and invite them to coach with you. Ask them if they liked the free group. And honestly, this is what I've done, because you can see that I don't actually have a lot of challengers in my challenge groups. What I'm doing is I'm inviting, saying, hey, I'm looking for people like you. You love fitness. You rocked this free group. I'm looking for people because I need help running these groups. Would you want to co-lead? Would you want to co-host another group with me? And so, inviting new people, is daily. And it doesn't have to be 20, 30, 50 invites. The power of 3, consistency. It really, I was talking to Cam about this, and I'm like, I'm devastated. Like, I feel like a piece of my heart just dies when I have a coach quit. When I see a coach quit, because I saw the passion, I saw the excitement, I saw the potential. I saw their dreams and hopes right before their eyes, right within their grasp. And then they get lost in the training, or they get lost in all this extra stuff. Just focus on those 4 things. I'm even going to change our team cover photo. Cause you know what, if you're having a crazy, like 10 things can sometimes even be overwhelming. Just those 4, rocking your own fitness, your personal development, sharing how excited you are, sharing the ups and downs. Cecilia had said, hey, I'm feeling really down. What do I do? And I'm like, share that, because there are a lot of people who are down and out in this life right now. Lots of people. And you have no clue if one day you're going to post something or you're going to reach out to them and it's going to be exactly what they needed. And that's also like the good reason to show up every day. Because you don't know if the day that you're like, oh, I just don't feel like sending reach outs, you don't know if, honestly, if God kind of needed you to do that day. If there was somebody he had placed in your life that needed you to show up and you decided not to. And the turnaround is that when you don't feel like it, that's when you do it the most. Because it's when you are in the service of others, you kind of lose the pity party for yourself. And so you have a gift. You have a gift in front of you. And it's not crazy hard to hold. It's bettering yourself and inviting other people to do it with you. So and again, honestly, you don't have to have you don't have to be going on trips. You don't have to be making a huge income. Oh, Cecilia had asked, and I'm recording this, and then I'm going to message her because I don't see her on. Share your income progression. And she was like, I've only been doing this for 4 months. I'm not making very much. I was like, did you get enough to pay for gas? Did you make enough to pay for some diapers? $50 for the week. What an extra $50 in somebody's pocket makes a difference. That's something that I actually have really, really talked about too with Kim. It's an interesting thing that she messaged me today about that. Because I'm like, I have an ego problem. Because I've been doing this business for quite a while, and I'm looking at other coaches who haven't been doing it as long, and my monthly income is some of their weekly income. So I'm like, should I really post? Should I really talk about that? Because, here's, so-and-so, and she just started, 20 months ago, and I've been doing this for 3 years, and she's now making more than me in a week. But you know what? Again, I need to not care what other people think. I'm talking to the mom who could really use an extra, couple thousand a month, and that's who I am relating to and who can relate to me right now. So if you get a team cycle bonus, you get $14. It's like, wow, Beachbody just sent me free money. Okay, don't say that because that's cheesy. But if you've gotten a cycle bonus, post about that. Because that is making you happy and it could make somebody else happy. I'm gonna go over our calendar tonight. I think what I'm gonna do to bring things back to basics and bring things back to being simple. I think that our team would do a lot better with one challenge group a month. I know that we've been doing 2 challenge groups a month, so that way then there's 2 pushes to hit Success Club. But I think this is what we're going to do, because we're now going to start doing these coach sneak peek weeks. And so what I'd like to do is have a push for a challenge group, and then we'll do the sneak peek on the third. I'll look at it. Exactly. Don't call me and don't stress. Again, I'll look at it. But I think that the 2 pushes that we'll have is we'll push to get challengers and challenge groups. And then if we still need to make sure that we wrap up Success Club points, we do a sneak peek. And I think that should be, the third or fourth week of the month. And then you can get friends as coaches, because the first week of every month we're doing our free group. So what better way to get them started as a coach? Say, awesome, you're a coach. Who do you know? And get them right into inviting for that free group. And that way then we're doing a free group, a challenge group, and coaching. But keep it to just one challenge group a month. I think that would really help to to not make it so stressful and not be in all these different groups too. And if we can get enough, that means though that there is a pressure to just bombard people with invites to just hit Success Club. So we have like a group of 50 every month from all of us in one group. And I think that might even be better to have a bigger group altogether. I think big groups, with people posting would be helpful. So anyway, so I am going to address and look and see about the challenge group challenge group situation that we have. So does anybody have any questions? That's all I have. Simple. Just work out, share your story, add people as friends, and invite them. Those 4 things. Focus on those 4 things. And the power of 3. Don't feel like, for me, I blitz when I feel behind or frustrated. I might try and go for 5 or 6. Sort of deal. There's a week here or there, once a quarter where I like 20 reach outs, and then it helps kickstart. But it doesn't have to be like that for everybody. And it doesn't have to, be this huge, big thing. 3 new friends, 3 invites, 3 reach outs. And you better follow up with those people you reach out to. So that's all. I'm going to close this out, say I love you guys. And all of you guys who have fall break participating kids, good luck. You're going to Super Saturday. I'll post again the link to see if there's a Super Saturday near you. I'm going to be at the Utah Super Saturday. I'm doing hammer and chisel. And oh, heck yeah, I'm going to be participating in that workout. The Beachbody Bodathon is also happening. It's like Carl Deichler's marathon. He's like doing like 3 hours of workouts or something like that. There are new specific workouts in the Beachbody On Demand. They just came out with pregnancy workouts. I'm like, thanks, guys. But there's no max 30 in the 3rd trimester. I'm like, what are you guys thinking? Just deep breath. Okay. And enjoy life. Enjoy where you are. You got a gift, and I love you all. And we're all there to support you. So I'm going to say goodnight unless there's any other questions or thoughts or announcements or concerns. And I'll get this uploaded to YouTube and post in the group. All right. Good night, guys.